Does anyone even logic?
Because I believe in equality for men and for women and men. Because I believe in equality for men and for women and men. And for all genders.
So women and men.
No, all genders.
So women and men.
There's women.
There are two genders biologically. I'm sorry.
There isn't. There's you're not now you're totally excluding, you know, transgender, non-binary, you know, gender fluid people, and yeah, these.
I mean, you can live in your unicorn world.
I'm going to assume that you're a cisgender straight woman because you obviously and that you probably haven't ever been raped. Either.
I actually identify as an attack helicopter, so it's really offensive.
You sound like you're speaking from a very privileged point of view here.
Very privileged.
Yes.
I would like you to use my pronouns if you could. They're I, me, and my.
So now you're mocking the LGBTQ community now.
I have lots of LGBTQ friends, and they don't get professionally offended at everything.
Just because you have LGBTQ friends doesn't mean that you're not homophobic or biphobic or transphobic. That's like me saying, oh, I have black friends, so I'm not racist.
My LGBTQ friends are usually male and female and not some unicorn gender that's been made up.
That's so hateful. You're just like erasing. Yeah. Construct.
Gender is a social construct, right? And I don't have boobs. That's just a social construct. Oh, and penises don't exist, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's male and there's female. There are two biological genders. Science exists. I'm sorry to tell you all that science exists, but it does. There is biology, there is science. I mean, you can live in your magical, made-up world with trigger warnings.
Friends, you know, hear you talking right now because
I hope they do. They'll come out of the woodworks and defend me, guaranteed. Because I've got lots of friends. That's great.
And you know what? I'm finding a lot of what you're saying extremely offensive.
So what is more offensive?
That's great.
And I'm sure that I know a lot of people.
Loud. And I mean, science probably disagrees with you.
Validate those people's experiences, like transgender people. That's so important to their lives and their identity and their happiness and their well-being and their health. How can you deny the existence of these people's identities and their need to have that well-being?
They can do whatever they want. That doesn't mean science or myself have to agree with you believing you are a gender, you believing you're a demigirl or some non-existent gender that's been made up.
It's non-existent. It's incredibly important to them.
You know what else is important? Science, facts, and biology. Those are also very important to the advancement of the human race, to treating people's diseases, to reproduction. This is extremely controversial to say. Science and facts, extremely controversial.
Congratulations! Now you're ready to learn how you can better support trans people.
Oh!
Hey, easy. Hey.
Hey. For you?
Hey. Who dumped the water on Lauren's head?
I don't know who that was. That was a woman.
Now you're totally excluding, you know, transgender, non-binary, you know, gender fluid people.
Somewhere walked away that way.
Okay, so we were just kind of engaging. You were engaging in a little bit of a conversation with a couple of self-identified feminists, and then got water dumped or something dumped all over you. What on earth just went down?
I'm hoping that it is pop. I think it is pop, but it could be this. I don't know.
Would you or would you not say that women are oppressed? Because I would. I experience sexism probably every hour of every day. Casual sexism.
It is hard to read an article like this and avoid the conclusion that we live in a culture that hates women. Just hates us. It's hard to read an article like this and conclude that the men in this culture, boys and men in this culture, are raised to see women as not just less than them, but in some cases as less than human.
Frankly, misogyny is the air that we breathe.
That's separate but equal, but, you know, having even mentioned the Floyd Mayweather fight, they walked away with, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars at stake. You being at the height of your sport, maybe make, what, $1 million at most per fight? Does that anger you, and what can we do to change that?
I don't like to talk about exactly how much money I make, but I'm extremely comfortable and happy.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, so...
And, you know, if I got to a point where I had almost 50 fights, I would probably be making close to the same amount of money that Floyd does.
We're going to make
Do you know? Wait, hold on.
the law.
Do you know? Free speech will be against the law. According to the Tolerilla, free speech will be against the law.
You want this protest to be against the law. Wonderful.
We are going to expand the definition of hate speech to include what you're doing right here.
But I see you just morphed into reality all of a sudden, right? So do you want to have discourse, or do you want to get down the street? Or do you want to stand here and look exasperated and disgusted?
Could you, like, stop interrupting here for 5 seconds?
Well, what is your question?
Have you ever been raped?
No, I haven't been raped. Well, actually, you know what? Let me correct myself. Let me correct myself. Let me correct myself. According to the definition of rape, what's the definition of rape? What is it? Get the etymology.
That's right.
Because yes, I have been seized. My ancestors were raped.
That's right.
From Europe and West Africa.
That's right.
Rape means to seize, right?
That is unfortunate.
Okay. It's unfortunate, right? That's what you Edomites always say. Now, do you have another question?
But have you ever had a cock shoved up?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Well, then great.
Well, you know what? I've shoved my penis into my women, and they like it. Yeah. They tell me to go rougher, to go harder.
They say deeper.
They say deeper.
Pull my
So I love it rough.
So all women want that.
Hey, sometimes I sneak in through the window without telling her unannounced.
Sometimes you take. So what is your point though? What's your point of being up here? Now, you brothers can get back in line.
Yeah, you can get away from the camera.
So what's your point? Do you have any grievances coming up here?
Of course I have grievances.
State your grievances, please.
That all men sexually harass women.
So you're saying, so you're generalizing that all men sexually harass women. What do you define as harassment?
Well, there's a kind of a broad spectrum.
Kind of, right? She never encountered. Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up! You want to see the spectrum?
So do you want to have discourse, or do you want to use profanity?
First, there's interrupting me.
Okay, I'll let you speak. Go ahead, speak.
Yeah.
You got the floor.
Oh, really? Have I? Have you stopped interrupting me?
Go ahead.
No. There's a spectrum, and it ranks from interrupting to demeaning to belittling to raping women.
So interrupting, right? So what I just did, that was a form of harassment.
He says,
you gotta get out of here, man. We ain't none of them guys, all right? You ain't about to come up here and cause no spectacle. Call the cops. Call the cops.
Did any of you see him just physically assault?
Call the cops.
Hey, don't touch me.
Hey! That is uncalled for.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. That's right.
All right? Get the camera on. Get the camera coming up here causing mission. All right? Death to America!
That's right! That's right!
Look at her trying to play the victim. The lady white, go get the KKK, right?
Yes.
That's what the KKK is all about, right? Protecting white women here. She come up here trying to play the victim.
Yeah.
Come up here trying to play the victim.
Hey, get her. Y'all better get her.
Please, call the cops. Call the police, all right? She came up here assaulting us. It's on camera, right?
That's right.
Look at her. She came up assaulting us. She came up assaulting us, all right?
That's right.
Ain't nobody, I was being cordial with the lady, and look who you got to come to the rescue, right?
Nigga,
right?
man.
Old Sambo, all right?
Nigga.
Get Proverbs 11 and 21, all right?
Taser! Taser! Taser!
Come on, turn it like
Rocky, how about you on? Sorry, man.
Hey, and all you so-called black people, you should be rejoicing right now. You should be clapping your hands.
Justice.
They looking at us like, who's these niggas, man? You know? Fuck these niggas. All you niggas get a job. Hey man, hey, it's us against the world, but guess who's on our side, man? The Most High, man. Right. Y'all can keep fighting. Give me. Death to America! Death to America! Death to the so-called white woman! Death to the so-called white woman! Hey, hashtag Rogers was right! Hey, hashtag yes all women! That's right! Hashtag yes all women!
Come da porta picchita va bene, se tu la parla miezza americano, quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come da bene in capo di I love you. Papa l'americano.